Hi. I understand on this channel that I tend to blur the lines between ironic interest and genuine emotion. Now, having said that, I want to take some time and discuss my favorite thing that has ever existed, Cats, the musical, the movie. I can't get enough of it. It's the worst thing for the best reasons. And I know that sounds misleading and dumb, because it is, but don't worry, I'm going to go through and explain everything as to what makes this so incredibly awful and why it makes me so genuinely happy. So get your playbills, get your rich lady magnifying glass on a stick, because today we're talking about the best movie of the year.
My ears are ringing. You're talking about the best movie of the year? You must be talking about me.
No, Star Wars, this is not about you. Go away.
Alright, well, I'll be in the corner.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Cats is bad. It's just a bad musical, it always has been. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think all musicals made before the year 2000 are bad. For real, they're all so boring. There's like 3 of them that learn how to make things fun, but those don't count. That being said, I understand that classic American musicals are timeless and have shaped the culture of America. And I'll gladly admit that, but don't ask me to sit through 2.5 hours of this garbage. Don't worry, guys. It ramps up later in about an hour to this. Sexy. This isn't even a bad production. This is just the first thing that popped up when I typed in South Pacific Musical to YouTube. Oh my gosh, and you think your favorite movie from the 80s is misogynistic? Try finding a realistic female character in a musical written by a closeted gay man from 1964. They don't exist. Still, regardless of how I feel about old musicals in the Okie Smoky days, I think the one thing we can all agree on is that the movie adaptation of your favorite musical is always worse. However, there is one exception. Chicago. I promise this relates to Cats, it's gonna tie in a second, just bear with me. So the staged musical of Chicago is fine. Music is great, but the pace is a little slow. But I think the most frustrating thing is that a lot of these specific Fosse moves and dance numbers get drowned out by the size and scope of the stage itself. But then the movie came out and blew my mind. You've got specific movements being highlighted by the camera. You've got integral storytelling being woven into the numbers themselves. Amazing cinematography. Every character is relatable, and also every number is portrayed by the vision of someone who dreams about being on stage. Oh my god! It's a masterpiece. This movie is so good, it makes Les Mis look like a steaming pile. Speaking of steamy pile, that brings us back to Cats. See, I told you we were coming back to it. You just gotta trust me. So unlike Chicago, this show belongs on a stage. It's got dancing, it's got flips, they've got people going in the audience, they're climbing on these intricate sets. The soundtrack is also in it. There's no plot or character development, but that doesn't matter because it exists as a spectacle. Cats is the Transformers of musical theater. Everyone hates it, and it just won't go away. And like Transformers, the spectacle is what sticks with people regardless of culture. The show has toured in 20 different countries and has been performed in 13 different languages. And it's made over $3.5 billion. That is so much money. That would be like if a director from the 70s came out and was like, I want to make a space opera with light sticks, CGI that hasn't been invented yet, and one lady with tape on her boobies.
Hey, you scallywag, you're talking about me, aren't you?
Yes, Star Wars, everyone gets it. Alright, go away.
Okay, going back to my corner.
No, go away. You won't leave me alone. The thing is, whether you like it or not, Cats the musical deserves your respect for what it's done for theater. But this Cats movie does not. Cats represents this incredible level of diversity in performance and ingenuity on Broadway, but this new Cats movie? Guys, it's just a dumb Cats movie. Chicago was great because they changed the formula of the show to fit the new cinematic medium. But what did Cats do? They slapped CGI on some celebrities to make them human-cat hybrids. What the f***? I don't know, at least Cats stands out. All these trailers to these new blockbuster movies just look the same. I swear, watching these film executives try to make a good movie musical is like watching Tom and Wiseau play Dark Souls.
Can we? Is it?
It's just frustrating.
Annoying.
Listen, Kevin, I know that you're frustrated.
Yeah.
But may I present myself as the solution?
Oh my god, Star Wars! Stop! You know what my problem is?
What?
You think you deserve this big old spotlight, like you actually tried to bring something new to the table with this new trilogy, but all you did was remind us of what can never exist again. What began Star Wars was this feeling of like hope and resourcefulness, now just represents a feeling of repetition and abstention from anything that might not appeal to the largest demographic possible. All I'm asking for is something new, but instead what we get is an old Death Star and another old villain with no character growth and no arc. Well, why would you need to evolve? Why would you need to establish dynamic relationships? You look just like a Star Wars.
Oh, this hurts.
But you're not one. You're just a tired old boomer trying to tell us that floating rocks can solve all your problems.
I'm doing my best.
Okay, that was a lot. Remember when this video was about cats? Okay, so hear me out. This movie sucks, but the level of which it sucks has yet to be discovered. I have no idea what to expect from this movie, and I haven't felt a kind of whimsy like that in a really long time. This Cats movie and all of its chaotic nonsense is making me feel young again because my brain does not know how to process this initial aesthetic. Oh my god, think about this. Jason Derulo could be the best part. No, seriously, why not? It's a Cats movie. Dame Judi Dench and Sir Ian McKellen are both in this film. And I just said Jason Derulo might be the best part, and you didn't immediately think I was wrong. What bizarro universe are we in right now, and how can I live here forever? And that's what I'm talking about here. Star Wars no longer represents the future of cinema. Cats might. I hope it doesn't, but it could. And that makes me feel something. For once. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Like and subscribe, and, you know, go watch Cats. You know what? Don't watch Cats. Universal doesn't need your money. They're not sponsoring this. That's a good idea. I'm actually gonna end this video with a list of musicals that are fun, awesome, or just like better than Cats and Star Wars. Alright kids, you want a fun musical to listen to that's gonna be high energy, you go listen to SpongeBob. I'm not telling a joke, it's just a good musical, you should like it. You want something high energy that's not for the whole family? Legally Blonde. Do you like old musicals? Kinda stupid, but alright. Then you better go listen to Drowsy Chaperone. It is excellent. It's got all that fun 1920s camp with none of the boring, loveless kisses. This is a note for editing, Kevin. Just cut this out when it gets boring. Alright, you want a good musical to work out to? 9 to 5. You want to listen to songs about depression? Next to Normal. I can do this all day, guys. You better press that subscribe button. If you want to feel, you listen to Les Mis. But if you want to really feel, you listen to that 10th anniversary concert. Oh, do you want to cry? Then why don't you sit down and think about all your lack of accomplishments, you balding bitch? You want to follow an emotional plight of the Jewish people? Fiddler on the Roof.